As somebody that's been reviewing books for well over 25 years, and as a reader, somebody that's certainly read far more book reviews than I could ever possibly count, one of the things that I find that can really take me out of a book review, or certainly water it down to the point of it just not being very effective, is a book review that is just not clear enough. And this is one of my biggest challenges when I first started out writing some of the indie magazines, was also trying to give enough examples. We've all read those kind of reviews before, where folks will say, "This book didn't work for me." "Well, this is the best book I ever read. This book was exciting. Those characters really resonated with me." But as somebody that is reading this review, we're often left wondering, why? Why is that? What makes them invigorating? What makes the character stand out for you? What makes it exciting? What makes it just plain good? And whether or not you're reviewing books, because if you pick up my reviewer's guides to writing book reviews and how to get paid for them, maybe you're reviewing books because you want to be a professional book reviewer and get paid for them. Send them over to likes of, Roomworm Magazine, Cemetery Dance, Fangoria, etc., as I've been doing over the years. Or maybe you just want to support the authors and fellow readers by posting up your reviews on a blog, on Goodreads, Amazon, social media, what have you, doesn't matter. But putting just a little bit of smattering of details can really make a difference and really resonate with the reader and draw them into not just the generalities of why you think or what you think thought about a particular book, but why you thought this way. And it gives them the reader that is reading the review, a much clearer understanding of, yes, I could see this book would be for me or maybe not for me. And I'll give you an example here as well. I do go into quite a bit of detail here, but you guys, you don't want to see me talk for an hour about this. But I'm going to give you an example, though, of a review, even after somebody has been doing this for years, a review that I sent over to my publisher over at Rumor Magazine, Monica Kubler, who also happened to write for this book. I sent a review based on a book by John Urbancic for his Inkstains book, which is all about his writing life and lots of great tips. It's a fantastic book, great book for keeping you motivated as well, no matter what creative endeavor you do. But that's besides the point. So I sent Monica a review, and I'm going to read just a couple parts, not the whole thing, even though the review is only about 300 words, just to prove my point here. And again, to give you some practical examples that you might be able to watch this video, take away with you, write some notes about, etc. And I really hope that these help you out, guys. I'm going to read two specific paragraphs. I'm going to read what Monica's notes are to help me out. And I'm going to read, most importantly, what I did to incorporate her suggestions and how you can take a mediocre review with generic writing to a better level of resonation for the reader by putting in some specific, albeit brief, examples. Here we go. So this is what I said, Monica. Part how-to, part diary, part stream of thought. This is 100% Urbancic. And though he occasionally strays from his own beaten path, it's these diversions that we truly get a glimpse of the writer's mind. It's almost as if the author graciously cracked open his skull, handed us a scalpel, and told us to have at her. In fact, this book takes such a deep dive into John's writing life and personal world at large, you'll probably want to roll over and smoke something when you're done. But I mentioned that it takes such a deep dive into John's writing life and personal world at large. Monica wrote in examples. And I went on with the second paragraph I'm going to read to you guys. While you are, of course, free to reading, staying at your own pace, you're also encouraged to put in some work. Scattered throughout the book are challenges designed to grease your creative gears. To which Monica put in, can you add a couple of examples of these challenges? So I know I interrupted that with Monica's notes, but I think you guys got the idea. That's what I originally wrote in my review and what I originally sent her. And this is somebody who's been writing these suckers for 25 years. So this, I think, the point I'm going to give you, whether you're starting out, whether you've been writing reviews for a long time, I think this is still going to be valuable to you and a really good reminder, as it is to me. So here's how I rewrote these here. So part how-to, part stream of thought, or Urbancic describes his creative process with selfless abandonment. While occasionally straying from his own beaten path, it's during these diversions we glimpse the writer's mind. The author discusses everything from how to capture inspiration from a mundane job to how a focused day at the cemetery could spark the next published novel. We get a sense of walking in the author's shoes as he discusses not only how to cope with the ongoing rush of creative traffic demanding to be heard, but how he personally thrives within it as a writer, an adventurer, and as a man. It's as if Urbansick graciously cracked open his skull, handed over the scalpel, and told us to have at her. In fact, the book takes such a deep dive into John's writing life, you'll probably want to roll over and smoke something when you're done. And while you're free to read at your own pace, you're also encouraged to put in some work. Designed to keep your creative gears greased are various challenges scattered throughout the book, from writing 7 stories in 7 days, to self-care suggestions, to sampling other art forms. Prepare to lay waste to any excuses you might have for not getting more from your muse. I'm sorry, I just realized that was kind of in my face, but the point were the words of my example. So hopefully that came across well to you guys. And as you can see, that's just one little example of the difference between writing a review with generalities and the impact it can have as a reader and somebody reading your review by giving actual examples so they can literally see, okay, I can actually see myself inside of this book now. I can see the impact it's going to have by you providing these examples, which really didn't take up a lot of extra words, so that they could really feel if this book is in fact going to be for them based on not just your generalities and your general takeaway, but your specific examples of what created those takeaways moments for you. So I really hope that helped you out, guys. And if you did find that tip at all helpful and you want to maybe pack your toolbox full of more great tips, you can also purchase my book, A Reviewer's Guide to Writing Book Reviews and How to Get Paid for Them, where I put my entire 25 years of experience all in this little tiny book, which is now on sale through Crystal Lake Publishing, which you can also get, of course, on Amazon. Currently on sale in digital format for only 99 cents. If you only find one great tip in there, above and beyond the one I just provided to you guys, I think you're going to find that the dollar is well worth it. And there's lots of other great stuff in here as well. So thanks so much for watching. Feel free to check this out. If you happen to want the bookmark I used here as well, by all means, you can contact me on my socials as well. And I'm more than happy to mail you guys out this with a couple of stickers. This is actually for my podcast, What Screams May Come, where I also talk about authors, about their upcoming books, where they also do an exclusive reading on my podcast. So if that's your bag, by all means, check it out. Whatscreams.com will take you there. I'll also put a description down below where you can pick up a reviewer's guide to writing book reviews, how to get paid for them, and enjoy a journey of reviewing books, getting other authors or other readers like yourself excited. Thanks so much, guys. Happy reading, happy reviewing, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video. See you later, guys.